Welcome back to the World Junior Curling Championships 2012. We are live from the CZE in Östersund, Sweden. And it's the final of the women's event, Scotland against the Czech Republic. My name is Logan Gray, and for the second last time, I'm sad to say, this week, I'm joined by world champion and second player for Net Norberg and honorary Scotsman, Sarah Carlson. Let's meet the team, Sarah.
Yes, for Scotland we have Abigail Brown playing lead, Alice Spence second, Lauren Gray is their third, and Hannah Fleming is skipping this team. Their alternate is Jennifer Martin and team coach Debbie Knox. For Czech Republic, lead Klara Cvanatova, second Eva Malkova, skip and third Susanna Haikova, and their fourth is Iveta Janatova, alternate Petra Vinsova, and their team coach Karel Kubeška.
We're going to have some fun with those names. So we're getting the game underway here, and Scotland will be playing the red stones and wearing the pale blue tops.
No.
Sorry, Scotland will be playing the yellow stones and wearing the pale blue tops, and Czech Republic will be playing the red stones and wearing the red tops. So it looks like it could be a reasonably defensive first end. Let's look at how the teams got here. Scotland topped the round robin on a record of 7 wins and 2 losses, proceeding to the Page 1-2 game, where they defeated the Czech Republic and went to the final, while the Czech Republic, they went through on a record of 6-3. They lost the 1-2 game to Scotland, obviously, and then won the semi-final against Sweden last night to earn their place in this gold medal game. Just next door on Sheet B, Sweden and Russia are playing in the bronze medal game, and we will do our best to try and keep you up to date on happenings over there.
So this is very exciting, Logan. It's also the first look that we get of the Czech girls this week. What kind of game do you expect?
Well, I don't think takeouts are really their strength, Sarah, so I think you'll expect them to mix things up and maybe do things in quite an unorthodox manner, but definitely playing to your strengths and playing a lot of draws and guards, and expect to see a lot of stones in play from the Czech team.
And you really knowing the Scottish girls, what would you expect from them?
They like to keep things reasonably open, but when an opportunity comes along, they'll certainly take a little risk to try and take control of the game. Played really well all week long, and I'd say, I think I'm certainly not biased in saying that I think Scotland are big favourites here against the Czech Republic. Czech Republic already earning their country their first ever World Junior medal.
Yes, very impressed by the Czech girls and the performance that they have put on this week.
Yep, they really have been the surprise bundle. Nobody touting them at the start of the week, but they're still here, and they do have a chance at the gold medal. What a shock that would be if Czech Republic could pull that off. The bookies will be rubbing their hands.
How do you think that affects the Scottish team though, Logan? What's it like being the big favourite in a game like this?
It could go either one of two ways. They relax and really enjoy it, or it could add additional pressure to them. It'll be interesting to see just which one of the two that is. I think we'll find out in the first few ends just how the Scottish camp are feeling this morning. Certainly speaking to the team before the game, they seem reasonably relaxed and chilled out. And they're, of course, very keen to follow in the footsteps of the likes of Eve Muirhead, who has won 4 out of the last 5 World Juniors in the women's side.
Yes, and maybe that is the reason why we are seeing a pretty open and defensive first end here, that teams just trying to get their nerves under control and throw a couple of easier shots to kind of ease themselves into this final.
Yeah, I absolutely think that is a good idea. Neither of these teams with experience of playing in a game of this magnitude. And of course, both teams will be keen not to concede a big end at the start of the game. They'll want to keep things reasonably tight just to start off. And if you have been following the games this week, you'll know that we have a Facebook page for the World Junior Curling Championships 2012, where you can get all the up-to-date information and ask us any questions or make any observations and comments on the game. We also have a Twitter page where you can put up the hashtag WJCC2012 and your comments will make it through to us here. We've had our first tweet of the day from Colin Jenkins in warm Houston, Texas. I can tell you, Colin, it's not that warm here in Östersund, but I believe a lot warmer than usual. The last time I was here in 2008, it was minus 20 degrees Celsius.
Yes, so here is Susanna Hajkova playing third and skipping the Czech team. A little bit of a different lineup from Scotland and from what we usually see, where the skip will also play the last stones.
So a solid nose hit take out there for Scotland. I've been saying all week, expect them to maybe throw quite a heavy weight for their hit and sticks.
And our first look here at the Czech fourth player, Iveta Janatova.
Yeah, Iveta played a fantastic shot to defeat Sweden last night, coming down and tapping 2 stones up onto the 4-foot circle to win the game. Peels down the last and really needed a fantastic shot from Iveta to get them to this gold medal game. So for me, Hannah Fleming is the key player in this game. I think if Hannah can relax from the start and make a couple of good shots, then I think this Scottish team will be really hard to beat today. So it looks like this first end could be blanked. Scotland, of course, have the last stone, having outranked Czech Republic in the round robin and come through the 1-2 page playoff. And Iveta Yanatova rolls out of the rings, and it will just be a throwaway here for Scotland to retain the last stone going into the second end.
Here we see some very enthusiastic Czech boys. They didn't really manage to perform quite as well as the girls, but they sure are performing in the stands.
Yep, top cheerleading by the Czech boys. Great to see they've checked in already this morning. So as expected, both games, the bronze medal game and the gold medal game, the first end was blanked. Both games, they will want to keep things pretty tight at the start. Certainly don't want to give away an early lead.
Bacha, bacha, jede. 12-7. Ten jede. V pohodě.
And another draw to the house by the Czech girls. So a little bit too much weight, and it will sit in the back 12 foot. So Scotland now throwing the corner guard.
I really like this call, Sarah. They could play a take out at the back of the house if they were just feeling a little bit nervous, but this shows a lot of confidence from the Scottish. Going to throw up the corner guard and try and put the Czech Republic under some pressure.
Na 7.
So here's Klara Svatonova.
7. 7. Hlavně negar.
Just throwing it into the rings once again here.
Pojď.
Comes up just a little bit short, but still in a very usable position for Czech Republic. There's Abigail Brown with a draw behind the corner guard.
Abby Brown has had a great week, really picking up where she left off in the Scottish Junior Championships. She's put in some great performances there and has continued to do so on the world stage. Of course, Abby is the daughter of Scottish curling legend Norman Brown. And good to see him in the crowds today.
Čekej, 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 čekej. Čekej, čekej. Čekej. Jejo, můžeš, jejo. 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 Jejo, zaber. Wow. Tak jo, jejo, zatahuj.
Okay, so it looks like we're really going to get some action here in the second end of the gold medal game. Scotland go around the corner, and Czech Republic draw around and go back of the tee line. So at the moment, I do think that Yellowstone on the left-hand side of your screen is Lang's second shot. It's pretty close though.
Yes, and now running the guard, Alice Spence.
Oh, and a super shot here by Alice Spence. Makes the run back and open things up. Keeps her shooter in a useful position as well.
Jako ten double tam je teoreticky, ale ona má furt ona tam bude mít ten guard furt. Chceme ještě zajet, když tu rychlost máš? Tak jo. Jo. Málo místa, takže nezatahovat. Jo, málo místa. Tak wow, já jsem gardu.
Eva Malkova with a really nice draw on her first. This one just coming up a little bit short of weight and just taps up that yellow guard a little bit. And a big opportunity here for Scotland now to get another yellow in behind some cover.
Yeah, I think this call does tell us that they are lying one. Hannah Fleming not really even considering the takeout. So Gray and Brown going to town on this Yellowstone. Comes up short of the rings, and that's a huge miss there by Scotland. Great chance to get in and lie two. And it really opens the door for the Czech Republic here. A good draw from Hajkova here. Could really turn the tide here in the second end.
Možná tenhle to hodně, ale nechci víc, než teďka se zbořit do gardu. Se zatávat až na konci, jo.
So, Susanna Hajkova.
This is a golden opportunity for the Czech Republic. If they can get one in behind the cover in front of the tee line, Scotland would really be on the back foot in this second end.
She does not quite get the line or the weight right on that one and sits behind the tee line. Scotland can see just about half of this stone.
Jako to bylo nestrkaný, no.
Really big scrub here by Scotland. Gets it past, but only lying one. And for me, this is the kind of game that Scotland don't really want to get dragged into against the Czech team. Really came about by a miss from Alice Spence, but the play back of the tee line here, and Czech Republic have shown they are quite happy to draw and freeze their way out of problematic situations.
Yeah, speaking to the Czech coach earlier, she said that that's definitely their game plan, their their draws are definitely their strengths, so this is what got Czech Republic to the final, so I expect this really is what we are going to be seeing by them. This, however, needs to find a big curl.
Well, it's coming down nicely and stays in front of the tee line as well. Great shot by Haikova. Yeah, the Czech boys are really in fine voice this morning. So Scotland will try and come down, get tight to the guard and push things around. And this one's going to over curl. So Czech Republic now on the front foot with a great chance here in the second end. So Sarah, what's the call here in the second end?
The Czech girls here and Iveta Janatova are going to throw a guard to protect the shot stone sitting in front of the button. And a really good guard could definitely put some pressure on Scotland here. It might even be difficult for them to score.
Well, one of the biggest problems for Scotland is that their own stone is behind the tee line, blocking any sort of takeout, so really make things tricky, but it will need to be a good guard.
Tak už jenom dojet. Jo, pojď. Ještě pojď. Krásnej.
And a super shot here by the Czech skip. Great tight guards. Seen so often long guards aren't really effective on this ice. So much curling from the hog line, and that one's really close to the rings. So I think Scotland may have to play some sort of drive here. Just need to be wary not to jam onto the shot stone, as they may face two in the 4 foot. Okay, so there's actually a gap up the centre line here that Hannah Fleming fancies going through. Just trying to clean pick the winner off the button. Certainly isn't much more than a stone's width there. I think this is worth a go, Sarah, even if they do peel the stone just played by Janatova. Then I think Czech Republic will struggle to put on as good a guard again as they have the first time. Really important to be tight rather than wide here, though. So then we're going to find out if there is a hole. Oh, there is not. And just the worst result possible there for Scotland.
Yes, I was going to say, Logan, when you're that insecure in the hack, I think Hannah Fleming, when she was just about to throw the stone, calling out, is this shot really there? You might want to take a couple of seconds and go back down and have a look so that you're feeling absolutely confident that you are playing the right shot.
Yeah, Hannah wasn't far away though. There, just touched the guard and no more. And a good guard here, and it's difficult to see how Scotland can score.
Čekej na směr. Já jsem venku. Tak, jojo, zatahuj, pořád, zatahuj, Evičko, pojď.
So, is there the same shot available again? I don't know, but I certainly wouldn't like to be running up those red guards. Just fraught with danger.
Unless you think this is on, raising that.
Okay, so it looks like they're going to try the shot through the port once more. Really is not a lot of space.
No, but definitely worth a go. They don't really have much else to do here, Logan.
Just wonder if there's a shot for two there, if they can err on the high side with the run back. They can hit onto the shot in the button and maybe catch throw in yellow. That'll go to the back red on the centre line. But it is a risky shot. So Hannah Fleming, she's had a bit of a sighter with her first stone and got very close. So just touches the high guard, and it will be a steal for the Czech Republic in the second end. Did have a chance early on in the end to lie two in behind cover. And 2 ends played here. It's Czech Republic 1, Scotland 0. So it looks like Klara Svetonova is ready to get us underway in this third end. If you have just joined us, you tuned in for the gold medal game here at the World Juniors 2012. Our featured game is Czech Republic and Scotland. And Czech Republic leading the Scots by 1-0 through 2 ends. My name's Logan Gray and I have Sarah Carlson, the world champion and second player for Annette Norberg's team. What do you make of the exchanges so far in this game, Sarah?
Well, last end was a really exciting end to watch. A couple of really small mistakes there from Scotland, and Czech Republic with their skip and fourth player with a really great freeze and a couple of nice guards, and that's what created the steal for Czech Republic. We're going to see Scotland now going for a deuce, and I still think anything can happen. What do you think?
Yeah, I absolutely agree. Just Scotland making a couple of small misses at the wrong time in the last end, and Hannah Fleming having to play 2 really difficult shots through a port, and they just didn't come off. So I think the important thing is that Hannah Fleming's team will want to be aggressive, but need to pick their spots, and I do think they don't want to get dragged into a really messy game with lots of stones in play against this Czech side. They really do seem to be fearless with the draws. So Abby Brown going after the shot stone here after a missed guard by the Czech side. And a good sweep by Gray and Spence. They hold the shooter around.
Takhle jo. No, asi jo, no. 9,5, já to nebudem to riskovat. 9,5?
Eva Malkova. Czech skip calling a hit and roll. Great execution there by the Czech second player. Does roll just a little bit too far and will be out in the open here for Alice Spence.
Actually a really good shot there by Malkova, staying in front of the tee line and only showing maybe a third of the stone from the hack. So a good shot required here by Alice Spence. So it looks like Alice Spence will miss on the professional side here and chip the guard off.
Vyšla gár. Místo fajn. 3, 4. 3.
So again, Eva Malkova.
Jde hezky, čekej.
This time just wanting to protect the really nice stone that she played with her first.
That one just over curls a fraction, so Scotland will have a chance to move that stone on the button.
I think that is also missing on the professional side. You'd rather over curl a little bit there, and because you don't want to give Scotland the opportunity to get the play in behind their yellow corner guard on the left hand side, right hand side, the way you see it there.
So a nice take out there by Alice Spence, and again we see that pretty firm take out weight from Scotland. They don't really seem to throw many hack weights and tap backs.
Víc asi možná i. Víc? To točí, pak to točí. Jo?
I think that was really important there for Alice Spence to make a good take out. She's been a little bit wayward on occasion this week. But of course in the 1-2 Page game she had a huge confidence booster when she played a triple peel and just killed the game on the spot. So a good shot there by Alice.
Čekej.
And also quite a big bit of weight there from the Czech girls.
Yeah, a game of cat and mouse at the moment. Both teams just trying to find the roll behind the cover to try and force the mistake from the other team. And here's my sister, Lauren Gray. Again, sending down a big weight.
Dám samou rychlost.
It'll be the Czech Republic's turn to try and find the roll. Do you think the fact that neither team can find this roll at the moment is any consequence of the weight that they're throwing, Sarah?
Yes, I think that is very possible, Logan. Just by taking the weight down a little bit, you also give your sweepers a chance to take control of the stone, and the ice conditions are so good here in Östersund. It's very easy to read the stones, but like we talked about earlier too, Logan, maybe, you know, it's the final and you might be feeling some nerves, and it's just so easy when you've got that extra bit of adrenaline to, you tend to want to put a little bit more weight on whatever you're throwing. And maybe that's why we're not getting the roll. Czech Republic will be a little bit closer now to the centre guard, but still wide open here for Lauren Gray.
I'd like to see Scotland give this one a chance and even roll out the other side's not the end of the world. A great shot here by Lauren Gray. Gives it a chance and could be partly covered. So Sarah, you've obviously played in 2 world finals, one at junior level and one at senior level. How were those experiences for you? How did you feel in the first few ends of those games?
The first one was a nightmare. And I think you could tell by the results too. We had such a great week in Östersund when we were here for 2008. And I think I was shaking from the first slide I had in the final, and just a couple of early mistakes there and we didn't have a chance. Let's just see what happens here. Oh.
So now a golden opportunity for Scotland. So was the problem for your team that day that you just didn't make a couple of shots early on to settle your nerves?
Yeah, I think that was definitely it. Just feeling really nerves and not really being able to calm down. But we learned a couple of things from that. It was definitely a good experience for us, even though it did take me a while to be really proud about that silver. For the second final, still nerves, yes, but it was easier, and also having Annette on the team definitely helped us calm down.
So if you had to give any advice to the Czech team or the Scottish team today, what would it have been before the game?
I think it's important to talk about what you're feeling, and it's important to have good support with your teammates, coaches, families, and maybe just, you know, that you have to let them know what you need. Because it's very possible that they are trying their best to support you, but maybe they're not doing the right thing because you just haven't told them how you want to be supported.
Absolutely. Well, it's often said that it's easier to play in the game than watch from the side sometimes. Certainly know that my mum and dad go through hell watching some of me and my sister's games of curling. Big hello to them in Balfront. They'll be tuned in and watching. My sister Lauren Gray and the Scottish team going head to head with this Czech side as Janatova doesn't quite find the roll to the centre line that she was looking for. So it will be an open nose hit for Scotland to potentially score the deuce here in the third.
Yeah, so big opportunity here for Scotland. It would be really great for them to score 2 here in the second end.
Yeah, I think this would be a really big nerve settler for Hannah.
And of course I meant the third end.
Clean! Clean!
I know that you think the first end doesn't count, so. Great shot here by Hannah Fleming, and it will be 2 yellows in the third end. Scotland take the lead, and it's Scotland 2, Czech Republic 1. So there is a 1 minute interval between the ends as we get a look at the Scottish squad in the stands. It's Lynn Muirhead on the right hand side, Thomas Muirhead's mother in to watch. Sure they'll be a little disappointed not to be involved in the gold medal game later on, but Scotland will be involved in the bronze medal game, where they will take on Norway once again, try and get some retribution after their exit in the semi-final. So Abby Brown again, she really controls the ends for Scotland and has done all week. Just relentless in throwing the stones to the front of the tee line.
Yeah, so now we're going to get a look at how Czech Republic will go about to try and score 2.
Pojďte na 3 si tady. Super.
A nice corner guard there, up by Czech lead Svanatova.
Yeah, it's nice to see both teams willing to take a little bit of risk when they do have the last stone. Do you think that you'd be more inclined to take less risk when you don't have the last stone, Sarah?
Yes. I think it's a really good idea to be offensive and really get a good situation going when you do have hammer, but when the opposition has the last stone, the risks are definitely a little bit higher because you don't have that last opportunity to save it and try and score one.
Můžeme jít jenom no, ne, to je nebezpečný. Můžeme zkusit backline. Backline, tohle tam fungovalo. Když tak vezmeme guard, no. Backlineou.
So an attempt for a tap back here by Svatonova. Czech lead.
Good correction.
Thank
Good
you.
correction, Sarah.
Escape pokus.
As Scotland get the mistake from the Czech lead. Of course, her name is Klara Svatonova.
Thank you, Logan. And here we see kind of what we were talking about. Czech Republic do have hammer here in the fourth end, and Scotland doesn't want to leave them too much and will go for a peel of the guard. Also catches the centre guard.
Yeah, I did say earlier on in the game that Scotland may be more likely to call a defensive game. That looked like a golden opportunity for me to really put some pressure on the Czech team.
Málo místa, tak
Czech Republic not panicking and choosing to throw the corner guard once again.
Super, hezký holky.
So we've actually had a really good question from David Suter, good friend of mine from home, asking when the last time both Scottish teams won medals at the same World Junior Curling Championships. We're going to look into that, Dave. That may take a little while, but we'll get back to you on that one.
And in our bronze medal game, Sweden blanked ends 1 and 2 and got forced to 1 in the third. So score there is Sweden 1, Russia 0, and Russia to have last stone in the fourth end.
Do you think your compatriots will get the bronze medal?
How can I answer this without being very biased?
We don't need to be unbiased.
We don't?
No.
Okay, I hope so.
That's very diplomatic still.
I think they have a good chance. We did see them in an absolute fantastic comeback against Russia in the page 3-4 game. And they are really good curlers. So is the Russian team, especially this very experienced skip, Anna Sidorova.
Poslední, jo?
Back in our feature game, Czech Republic have they now decided to go for it, take out on the yellow in the house.
Jo, ale Evičky to vypadalo jako, že ho docela brzdil. Takže radši mu něco menší. Ještě něco mám na tom kameru. Zaber. Zaber.
No, that was a wrong call. They once again they're putting up a corner guard.
Fajn, nemusíte sledovat. Dobrý, hezký, díky holky. Jsem říkala tam, že to bylo poslední.
Okay, so in answer to David Suter's previous question, it's taken quite a while to find. The website isn't too clear, but I think maybe the last time was 1995 when Scotland won medals in both competitions, the men's and the women's.
And here, Czech Republic getting a bit of a reward for sticking to the aggressive play and putting up the corner guard. Scotland did nose hit that guard, so here's Czech Republic. They did have the opportunity to hit and roll, but will nose that yellow one in top forfeit.
Okay, it was 1996 that the last time Scotland won medals in both events. So, guaranteed a medal already in the women's competition. We'll see if Kyle Smith and his Scottish side can pull out the goods and take the bronze game later on. Reasonably open fourth end here after a very defensive call with Scotland's first stone. Real chance to exert a bit of pressure on Czech Republic and make them play some hard shots, but chose to peel the corner guard.
9-6. Už to říkám. 9,5. Tak na druhou, na druhou, Klárko, pojď.
So the guard was left by Lauren Gray, but
Dobrý. 9.
Scotland won't have to worry about it, as the Czech fourth player cannot find her way behind the guard. Iveta Janatova.
Seem to be nailing them.
So quite a long way to roll to find the cover for Hannah Fleming. I think she'll just be content to hit and stick in the rings and at least make Czech Republic play a shot to blank this fourth end. Oh, and this is a super attempt at the roll. Great attempt by Hannah Fleming. There you see it, fully behind the guard and in the 4-foot circle. And that is quite a bonus for Scotland to make that shot.
Yes, if you could pick it up and just lift it in and put it wherever you want, that would be the spot.
Certainly would, Sarah. So here we have Iveta Janatova. Needs to find fully the 4-foot circle to score here in the fourth end for the Czech Republic. Just a tremendous hit and roll played by Hannah Fleming.
Zaber.
And the Supers are having to work hard in this one to get it down there. Hajkova, the Czech skip, coming out to give a helping hand. And will they get it there? Will they get it there? Maybe just. Nice draw there by Janatova, and it will be a score of 1 for the Czech Republic. Lauren's always good for calling a measure when she's not lying shot. Just walks in and says 1 yellow.
Yes, if you're not sure, you definitely don't want to give away points. This looks.
I think this
like
looks
red.
This looks embarrassing. So the umpire's just trying to find the measure. A really nice draw there from Janatova. Important just to keep up with Scotland early on. A couple of terrific shots by Hannah Fleming. I said she was the key player in this game for Scotland, and she looks totally at home out there so far today. She's really relaxed and has everything under control.
Yes, it's really good to see both teams looking quite laid back and comfortable with this situation. Meanwhile, Russia score 2 against Sweden in the fourth end to take a 2-1 lead in the bronze medal game.
There we see the Scottish men's team just watching on. Fortunately, they didn't look so relaxed yesterday, but sure they'll be raring to go today to try and bring home the bronze medal. So I think it was a bit of a embarrassing measure for Scotland, and it will be Czech 2, Scotland 2 after 4 ends. Klara Svitanova ready to get us underway here in the fifth end. Sorry.
Místa mám dost. Místa mám dost. Až moc mám místa. Už můžete. 13,5. Super, kámen.
So a nice stone to start the end for Klara. And Scotland will be quite content to keep things very simple. I have to feel that maybe the Scottish team could put up the corner guard as Abby Brown hits and rolls out. I feel that the Scottish team probably look a little bit stronger, both technically and tactically, and if they can apply a bit more pressure to the Czech team, maybe they can open up a incisive lead.
Místa dost. Místa dost. 6. Místa fakt hodně. 5. 6. Místa fakt hodně. 8. Jede. 8. 13,2. 13,2. 13,2. Bacha na to. Super.
Czechs just replacing the red stone in the centre of the house, and once again here's Scotland with a takeout. I think this means we might be in for quite an open end.
Yep, both teams seem pretty happy to get into half-time the way things are already standing. So the Sätterhallen in Östersund, Sweden is starting to fill up. If you have just joined us, we're in the fifth end of the gold medal game, and looks like it's going to be a very exciting game this morning. 2 each, and really doesn't seem to be a lot between the teams. Quiet first end, the second end, Czech Republic in full control. Make the steal the second end, a straightforward deuce for Scotland, and then a superb hit and roll in the fourth end by Hannah Fleming forces Janatova to draw the forfeit to score one. So that's you up to date. Of course, my name is Logan Gray. I'm sure you're sick of my voice by now, and I have Sarah Carlson alongside me as well, doing a great job here. And this is Alice Spence, the Scottish player, just choosing to draw the wing.
Yep, then. 6, 7. Line's good. Line's good. Okay. That's good. Nice, Alice. Good rate.
And a nice draw there by Alice.
Čekej. Ne, no. Čekej. Jo. Klárko? To se jezdím. Kousal jsem si na head. Jo.
So Lauren Gray just choosing to make the takeout in the forfeit here. Does look like it's going to be a blank fifth end.
Okay, fine.
Scotland perhaps playing the scoreboard here in the fifth, choosing to take the hammer in the sixth and trying to make the deuce there. Of course, such a benefit to score in the even ends, as in theory you would have the last stone in the 10th, especially in such a tight game as this.
Čekej. Ty to vůbec netočí? Vůbec. Sorry. Rychlejší? Netočilo. Netočil vůbec, co? 9-7 a netočilo. No, mám nějaký pokud jsem pravda, víš.
6-7. Line's good.
So again, Scotland just throwing into the rings.
Right, all.
Sarah's away to take a timeout of her own here.
Looks good. Nice weight. Good.
So a nice draw there by Lauren. Finds the tee line.
Čekej. Yep. Oh. Oh, fine.
So it really hasn't been the most exciting of fifth ends. Both teams seem pretty content with the way the first half's gone. Both teams look totally relaxed in this World Junior Final, and it is making for some high quality curling. Great nose hit again there by Hannah Fleming. She looks totally at ease out there. I've seen her on occasion just look a little bit wound up, a little bit flustered, but she really seems at one with herself today, and that can only be a good thing for Scotland.
Čekej. Vůbec nic, Evičko, vůbec nic. Já asi nemám.
Important now for Czech Republic to hang around with the shooter. She won't quite manage to do that, and once again Scotland will just throw this through the house, and the fifth end will be blanked.
Yeah, I don't really know why my sister wants to draw the house here, but Hannah Fleming is just going to throw this away to conclude the first half of the World Junior Final. It's absolutely flying by, and at half time the teams can't be separated. It's Scotland 2, Czech Republic 2. The teams will take a 5-minute break, and myself and especially Sarah will also take a break. Join us again for the conclusion of this game in 5 minutes.
Welcome back to this World Junior Women's Curling Final. Winner of this game will go home with a gold medal. This live coverage from the World Juniors is being brought to you by the World Curling Federation in collaboration with Sweden's live channel. And taking you through this game is Sarah Carlson and my lovely co-host and World Junior round robin specialist, Logan Gray.
Thank you, Sarah. Sarah, the honorary Scotsman this week. And this time, Scotland will choose to throw the corner guard. We saw the same situation in the last end, but they chose to play the scoreboard and blank the fifth end. And now they will go after the deuce here in the sixth.
Get it here. Get it here. Oh no.
Yes, we talked about that earlier. You're always keener to score in the even ends. If the team with hammer continues to score, that will mean that you have last stone coming home in the 10th.
Místa dost. Až na konci. Tak jo. Zatahuj co ne. Klidně až do kruhu, ale musíme zatahovat. Klidně až do kruhu. To je jedno, pojď. Pojď, musíš zatahovat. Musíš, co nejdál. Pojď, klidně až do kruhu. Zaber. Pojď ještě kousek.
Okay, so a nice tight guard goes on from Svitonova. And Scotland choosing to bring the corner guard into play here. Really aggressive call.
Yes, and at the moment there is also a bronze medal game going on. Sweden playing Russia. Score there right now is Sweden 3, Russia 2. And Russia has the last stone coming home in the 6th.
So good attempt there by Abby Brown. You see, almost fully showing from the hack.
Nebo pomalejší. 10, jo.
Once again, if you haven't visited our Facebook page, then please do so. Get all the up-to-date information here from the World Juniors. And also feel free to post any comments or questions you may have for myself or Sarah.
Vůbec nic.
Of course, Sarah has been involved in 2 World Finals previously, so she knows exactly what the players are going through right now. And we're also on Twitter, hashtag WJCC2012. I'm tweeting at the end of each end, just giving a brief update on what the situation is. And this is Alice Spence with a takeout to lie to. And important to stick around. See again, the huge weight hit and stick from Alice Spence. They really need to be deadly accurate with that weight.
And good for Scotland. She was deadly accurate. Could have rolled maybe a little bit further, but still in a nice position there for Scotland, and they are sitting 2 at the moment.
Yeah, she has managed to bring this guard into play, and it will test the Czech team here, choosing to cut the weight to try and get to the inside of this yellow stone. So makes the nose. Nice shot there by Malkova. I don't think Scotland need to go too hard after the rolling behind the guard. They'll be content to keep rolling to the wings and lie to. Alice Spence requiring a
Playoff.
lighter weight this time. That looked like a nicer takeout weight there from the Scottish second player. So Scotland lying one at the moment, but it is fully exposed, and I expect to see the Czech Republic play a takeout on the wing here.
So Logan, we have a question here on Facebook from Petr Ulir. I think I said that name okay. Who's your favourite for World Women's Championship?
Obviously Scotland. All joking aside, I do think Scotland have a great chance this year. Eve Muirhead, the reigning European champions, she'll be there, and she has had a silver medal at that level before, and I know how much hard work they're putting into Scotland, so I fully expect a good performance from them. Other contenders, of course, Canada on home turf will be difficult to beat, and the Swedish team really going well as well. They won the silver medal at European Championships. Anyone else you want to throw into the mixer, Sarah? You know the teams better than I do.
We always see good results from China, I would say. I think Sweden's going to be strong this year.
Do you think Anna Sidorova in her bronze game can take her Russia team to a medal?
Yes, they definitely have the shot-making ability to do just about anything. We have seen the Russian team here, though. Their tactics have been a little bit off at times, but in the world of women's, she does have a lot of experienced players like Ludmila Privivkova and Katerina Galkina.
Yeah, they seem to have been around forever, but Lucy Privivkova, just 25, as Lauren Gray in this gold medal game plays a terrific tap back around the corner guard. And Scotland lying one in a nice spot here in the sixth.
Já nevím, mně to přijde fakt málo ledu, no.
Můžeme dát pomalejší, a jako...
Ne, ale jestli to není málo
Můžeme dát třeba heky, to je jedno. Tak heky a Rolsen.
O čem to chceš dát, no?
No heky, teď to tady říkám. Takhle, no. Když mě to bude...
So this is a difficult shot for Czech Republic.
Asi jo. Bachara, ty
Need to come around the guard, but also try and chip this Yellowstone across the top. Maybe better just trying to freeze or just tap it a few inches.
Yeah, they can still see about half, though. I think maybe they could even get a nice roll here.
Okay, so we'll see what weight Haikova chooses to play with the sixth Czech stone of the end. Scotland do have the last stone.
When she won't get the curl that she would have wanted.
Good line. Where? Real hard. Brilliant.
Okay, so this is a super opportunity now for Scotland to wrap one around the centre guard and really put the heat on the Czech team. Frantic sweep here from Spence and Brown. Isn't enough to get that Yellowstone there.
No asi jo, jako ona to moc netočí prostě. No tak mi dej, to já jsem dávala takhle let sobě, takže to by takhle, mě to točí víc tady.
To je hrozně málo na hejky.
No a tak viděla jsi, jak to točilo?
So Czech Republic here with another attempt at this yellow.
Tak hrajeme hacky.
She has just been giving herself a little bit less ice.
To mám na čáru.
Cože, já vás neslyším.
Nic.
Iveta Janatova playing fourth stones here for Czech Republic.
Yeah.
Whoa.
She's just 18 years old
Yeah.
and putting in a fantastic
Yeah.
performance this week. Squeezes it by the guard. Will she get the yellow out? And perhaps Scotland still lying second shot, so a chance for Scotland to score two. I think they can even get to the nose.
Tak to fakt netočilo.
Yeah. Come, flop over.
Netočíte, ty jsi říkal, že to netočí.
What? You see all of that? Yeah, Hat could do it. You just need to get, well, yeah, nose. Well, they play centre, so. Yeah, I know that's what I'm saying, maybe less than. I think that.
Pak je museli jsme tam mít ten červený.
Hack. Yeah. So we need to get nose.
Tak jeden. Ne, ale ona, Hana Figina hází normální rychlosti. Občas. Taky mě hodí českou to, jo, ale jako když se prostě rozhodne, tak jako tak to nemůžu rychle čekaně dívat.
And here's Hannah Fleming from Scotland, 20 years old. Going for the nose hit on this red shot stone in the rings.
This is going to over curl, but where's the shooter going to go? So a missed opportunity for Scotland to lie to
Dva lepší.
in behind the corner guard.
No,
Umí dva, ať hraje jedna, dva lepší prostě.
já akorát tam musí zůstat, ne?
Ne, nemusíš teoreticky ani. Protože už tady bude mít lepší.
Ten je lepší?
Ona by měl být lepší.
Tam si mi dala lepší.
No, měl by být. Ten je lepší. Ale
Czech Republic. Czech's a little bit rusty, but I think they reckon that they're lying third shot ahead of the one at the top of your picture there, with this stone at the bottom of your picture there.
A máme...
So they're going to choose to hit this yellow stone
Ten je v kruhu, ale ten
and stick around, and that should be good enough to force Scotland to score one in the sixth end.
Jo, nechcem jako stejně, jenom to říkám, ale...
Potřebuji přetočit, jo, proto tolik ledu.
Jo. 9,5, no. Zase v zadních. A zase bojíme, abychom nenadžemovali ten náš.
So should be pretty straightforward here for Iveta Janatova.
Checking.
And Scotland looking like they will be forced to the one in the sixth end.
Hezký.
And nowhere but the beak for Janatova. And Scotland will have to play a takeout against three.
Definitely is.
And another look here. Do you think they maybe have a double for two?
Well, they're just having a look at who's lying third shot. I wouldn't trust Lauren to decide which one's shot stone after her earlier measure call.
Well, you just go for the inside. guess we'll roll it if we go for crossface. Should we go for it? Yeah, just off me. As long as we get our one. Yeah. So.
Okay, so trying to give themselves a chance to score more than one.
Yeah.
Just going to go for the hit and stick, and if they can move the stones around at the back of the rings, perhaps they can score two.
Not sure who's third.
I can tell you that Anna Sidorova has
has
made a hit and stick in the sixth end to score three. And six ends played in the bronze medal game, and
it's control. So
it's Russia 5,
so
Sweden 3.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Yeah, that is a repeat of last year's bronze game.
Whoa.
As Hannah Fleming going for the double. And just lost it on the sweeping there. So does the important thing though, and holds the shooter. It will be a score of one here in the sixth end for Scotland. Really a golden opportunity with Hannah Fleming's first stone there. Breaks the guard, and Scotland get forced to score one. 6 ends played, and it's Scotland 3, Czech Republic 2.
Yes, Logan, this really is turning into an exciting game. Both teams just looking very calm and confident out there. What do you think we're going to see here in the seventh?
Well, certainly if I was the Czech Republic team, I would be trying to blank here in the seventh end. So I'd like to see Scotland put a centre guard up.
Real hard.
They are calling top four though.
Whoa, look at it, look at it.
So important to try and control the scoreboard.
Nice, Abby, good.
And I wonder if we'll see a takeout here from the Czech team.
Hagar.
Nope. Choosing to throw the corner guard. Do you think there's any place for trying to blank this seventh end, Sarah?
Yes, definitely. I think
Malo místa.
if you blank this and you take Hammer back in the eighth end, we all know that the eighth end is very important, and you would love to make sure that you have the opportunity to score in that end.
No.
Yeah, so Czech Republic going aggressive
Stůj.
and trying to get a multiple score.
Krásný kámen.
Yes, but you have to give credit to the Czech girls for really sticking to their game plan, and they said that they were going to be aggressive, and this is also a lot more entertaining for us to watch, Logan.
Yeah, absolutely. We want to see stones in play. We want to see difficult shots made. Some spectacular shots along the way as well. And really nice set-up play once again by Abby Brown. Doing the simple things well and really giving Scotland a great start to each end.
Můžeme zkoušet. Heky. Jo? Hit it up! Hit it up! Whoa! Wow. Wow. Ivetko. Jo, dobrý.
Klara Svatonova doesn't really get the roll in behind the corner guard. And here's Alice Spence with a takeout on that front red.
Whoa! 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 Whoa!
Does a good job and rolls out away from the corner guard. Still sits in the rings.
Yeah, so expect Czech Republic start to work and try and bring the corner guard into play. So Malkova with the takeout on the button. Important to keep her shooter stone.
Thank you.
And a nose hit there by Malkova.
Yeah, the bronze game this year is a repeat of last year's actually. Russia's Anna Sidorova played against Sweden's Jona McManus, Sarah's big sister. And of course Sarah, Anna Huchta and Sofia Mabergs were all in that team last year, so they'll be looking for a little bit of retribution to get the bronze medal for the home nation.
Whoa! Whoa! Oh, brzy.
Okay, so nice shot there by Malkova. Perhaps just rolls a fraction too far, and there you see it is fully seen from the hack. So not great setup here for Scotland, although they are hitting to lie too. The play very much looks like it's going towards the corner guard, and the centre line is wide open.
Clean. Stop. Stop. Yeah. Hard. Whoa.
The rolls right in behind the corner guard, but here we go. Czech Republic going aggressive and calling the freeze. So it's Susanna Hajkova, the Czech skip and third player.
8 jde, 7 jde, 8 jde. Dneska to nějak extra nezdí, ne? Jo, to asi taky myslím. Je jako lepší, než být zadní, no, ale zase proč? Čekej. Up! Čekej! Up! Up!
And this is looking a little bit hot at the moment. Leading this one to curl to get a piece. And Hannah Fleming gives that a beasting all the way to the back line. Scotland line 2 here. Split the house would be a good option. Maybe throw one to the edge of the forefoot on the left hand side.
But like that. Because if we can still see all of it, and even if they do come round, we could raise. Just there.
Okay, so choosing to try and cut the draw off for the Czech Republic. Perhaps need to be a little bit wary of setting up a double takeout that would roll over towards the other yellow stone at the edge of the house. Don't really want to give them an opportunity to bring the red stone on the back line into play.
4. 4. Line's good. 4 only. Okay, just let it die. Line's good. Line's good. Whoa. Right. Looks good. Perfect.
That really is some great execution by Lauren Gray. Exactly where Hannah Fleming asked.
Yeah, she did have a missed draw in the last end, so great to bounce back with a good shot there.
Musíme to, ale tak jako asi za to nic nedáme, když to nehodíme.
Chceš to vzít tady?
No, asi.
Heky?
Heky, no. 11, heky. 11.
11.
Do you think that means hack, Logan? Hickey?
Těsně vedle čáry, asi.
I think that's it. I never even thought about that. Yeah, quite possibly. I certainly think they can get to the nose and maybe make the double here.
Asi za to nic nedáme, no, to vyzkoušíš. 11, jo.
They could make the double. There is an opportunity to bring that red stone at the back of the house into play if Scotland do make a mistake.
Ještě. Jo, na 11.
Perhaps a shot a little bit harder coming from the left-handed hack.
Ale já to musím fakt přetočit, mě to nestačí z stejně.
Won't see quite as much of this yellow stone as a right-hander would.
So Susanna Hajkova.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
This one isn't going to pass the guard tightly enough.
Nic.
So this red stone kind of rolls to the position that I was keen for Scotland to draw to the last time. And Scotland will have a takeout to lie 3 here.
On the nose, it's fine. Yeah.
Scotland looking in control here in the 7th end. Czech Republic did set out with some aggressive intent, but never quite managed to get the play behind the corner guard. They did have a golden opportunity to freeze.
And straightforward there for Hannah Fleming. Just removes the red stone and hangs around.
Tak střílíme žlutý s dlouhým rolem tam za ty na kraji. Šták. 9,5? Myslíš, že stačí? Stačí. Máme 9,5.
This is a little bit of a strange call for me, Sarah. I don't really know what Czech Republic achieve in playing a takeout here. They're not going to be able to find any cover. And they don't like shot position. They could have taken a little bit more of a gamble there and gone around the corner guard.
Even if I roll.
Yes, Logan, maybe even some sort of angle freeze on those yellow ones that were there could have made that red stone difficult for Scotland to remove.
Control.
Yeah, absolutely. If you make a good shot there with your skip's first stone, then it forces Hannah Fleming to split the rings. And if you get a miss, then you can score the deuce. And a super hit and stick from Hannah Fleming. Czech Republic will be forced to play a takeout against 3.
Take out. To samý. Jo.
Iveta Janatova, final stone of the 7th end. She needs to hit this yellow on the nose to score 1.
Whoa! Whoa! Hezký.
And a great shot by Janatova will score 1 for the Czech Republic. Never really seemed to be
Hezký. 9.
in that end.
Stejná rychlost na 5.
So 7 ends played here. It's Czech Republic 3, Scotland 3. And Scotland will have the last stone advantage in the all-important 8th end.
Co ty si o tom myslíš? Co za chvíli dozvíme?
Some Scottish fans up there. Anybody you know, Logan? He's right now very busy checking out the Czech boys. They're really putting on a show here in the CZE Hallen this morning.
They really are entertaining me today. You really have to have a screw loose to act the way they're acting.
I do think it's really nice of them though, and you can tell that the women's team, they really appreciate it. It is keeping them in a very good mood, so it probably helps them.
Yeah, they put on their performance in between the ends, and it really makes them smile and possibly even relaxes them. And they have played a very relaxed game here. Certainly no sign of nerves from the Czech Republic in the country's first World Junior final appearance. So Scotland going to stick up the corner guards and try and make the 2 in the 8th end here.
Go if you can. Okay. Sit there. 3.
Scotland does put up the corner guard, and here we have Czech Republic also throwing a guard. This one up to the centre line to protect their shot stone in the 4-foot. And a nice shot there by Klara Svatonova. If you have just joined us, you are watching the gold medal game here in the World Junior Curling Championships. We're in CZE Hallen in Östersund. This live coverage is being brought to you by the World Curling Federation in collaboration with Sweden's Live channel. And right now we are watching Scotland
Good.
drawing in behind the corner guard here in the 8th end. Score is 3-3 and Scotland do have hammer.
Devět jenom, klidně. Nemusíš to nějak to. Devět! Jo! Wow!
Eva Malkova for Switzerland.
Ten zadní.
Just chips off that corner guard and rolls out.
Docela rozjelo.
It's a deal. You want to come normal?
Hannah Fleming deciding to do
No, just
exactly the same. Really wants to make sure that she has the opportunity to score here in the 8th end. She does not want to give up a steal to Czech Republic. So here is Alice Spence.
stop. Good.
Pak budeme mít 0-2. To dvojku nechcem.
Has been a reasonably clean game, with the exception of the second end. Really not many stones in play at all.
Oh. Dobrý.
And a nice hit and stick there by Czech Republic to sit 2. So a question here for you, Logan, on Facebook.
Great, give me it.
Terka Pliskova. Ahoy, Sarah and Logan. Who do you think will win a gold?
Definitely Scotland, Terka. Terka has represented Czech Republic at this level. And obviously watching as intently as I am at the moment, sister Lauren in the Scottish team. And plays a really good shot there. Alice Spence rolls to the wing and moves them together. So unfortunately for Scotland, not really getting anything set up in this 8th end. They would dearly love to score the 2, but don't really have any cover up. And that one will hit and run. So it looks like Scotland going for the blank now.
Control.
It's not disastrous for Scotland to score 1 in this end. I wonder if it might be worth putting up a corner guard and trying to take a chance with 4 stones to come in this end.
Yeah, scoring 1 is absolutely fine, and if you have a chance to score 2, that would be a great opportunity for Scotland to really get ahead in this gold medal game.
Okay.
Absolutely, Sarah. The danger in blanking the 8th end here for Scotland is that they could get forced to 1 in the 9th end, and then they're 1 up without the hammer playing the last.
Tak kolik teda? Klárce 13, jenom bylo teďko 5-6, tak já nevím, jestli moje, mám házet prostě menší, že mi to budete mést, nebo jako asi nechci zůstat na gardu. přidaný, trošku přidaný.
Okay, so Haikova just throws another one into the house.
Yes, and on sheet B we have a bronze medal game, Sweden playing Russia. Russia currently leading that game 6-3. And Sweden have hammer in the 8th end.
Yeah, so Russia looking favourites for the bronze for the 2nd year in a row. It could be heartbreak for Sweden as they finish in 4th spot. But still 3 ends to go, and Sweden have the hammer in the 8th end, so a multiple score required for Sweden in the 8th. Not much action here in the 8th end.
No, the teams started off quite aggressive, both of them. We had a corner guard and a centre guard and a stone in behind cover of both of them, but then a couple of appeals and now this end is wide open.
So a good hit and roll there from Hannah. Don't really expect that stone on the tram line to come into play. You'd have to hit this yellow stone really thin on the inside to jam on there. So it should be straightforward for Yonatova. Really hard to say which way this game's going to go at the moment. Tie game through 7 ends. Oh, and makes the hit and stick. Nice shot there by the Czech 4th player.
Yeah, because if we go that way, it might
Not so much cheering from the Swedish fans today. Perhaps they're saving themselves for the men's final later on, when the home nation, skipped by Rasmus Vronoa, plays against Canadian Brendan Botcher. Sweden was really in fine voice last night. Makes the hit and stick. Outside of the rings, there's the Swedish guys there, just taking the atmosphere in before their big game at 1 o'clock Central European time, live here on YouTube. And the live coverage is brought to you by the World Curling Federation in collaboration with Sweden's Live channel. So Hannah Fleming does enough to blank here in the 8th end, and 8 ends played in this World Junior final, the gold medal game, and it's 3 each with 2 ends to play.
Na 3. Na 3.
Klara Svatonova getting the 9th end started. Czech Republic will be very keen to try and force the one in this 9th end. So getting the centre guard up.
Yeah, what results would be acceptable for Czech Republic in this end, Logan?
I don't think they want to blank this end, that's for sure. I think one either way is a good result for the Czech Republic. Ideally, they just want to force the one.
Line's good.
Scotland will be very keen to blank here in the 9th.
Lauren, whoa. Whoa.
Might see a lot of teams draw to the wing. Certainly,
Hard, Lauren.
so a shot commonly used in Scotland is to draw to the wing and an end that you really want to blank it. Take the opposition's attention away from the centre guard, away from the centre line, and keep things nice and open. Is that a tactic your team employs, Sarah?
Every once in a while. I'm not sure it would work against the Czech Republic, though. They don't seem too afraid of leaving opponent rocks in play. They're very much working with the guards that they put up themselves.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yep, Czech Republic certainly the more aggressive of the two teams.
Oh, sorry.
Scotland showing a little bit more patience and really picking their spots.
Strana.
So Scotland will either want to blank this end or score 2, ideally. So here's Abby Brown having a fantastic game in this gold medal matchup. I'd like to hit and stick. Quite an enormous takeout weight. One thing I would say in their favour is at least they all throw the same weight. But it does seem to be quite a heavy takeout weight, and if you don't hit it pretty close to the nose, it will spring out of the rings.
And the chance now for Czech Republic and Eva Malkova to find some cover behind this centre guard.
Nic, to je dlouhý.
Sweeper's not touching this at the moment, looking just a little bit heavy. By a little bit, it might have been a lot heavy and will slip through the rings. And if a blank end is what Scotland wants, this is their chance.
Even if you peel it, that's fine.
If you peel it, that's great. Do not roll to a corner guard. I think that's absolutely the best scenario for Scotland is to blank this end.
Whoa. Okay, good try. Fine.
So you're happy with that result, Logan?
Very. I think that was the call in the end. No point in trying to get too technical with things and try and hit and roll to a corner. You just risk leaving something for the Czech Republic to use to their advantage to force Scotland to score here in the 9th.
5-6, ne. Vypadá rychlejší, počkej. Bacha, jede. Jenom dojet, já budu přetáčet. OK.
And the centre guard goes up from the Czech girls.
Looks like quite a controlled weight here from Alice Spence. don't really understand why they're trying to hold the shooter. Blank is absolutely the best outcome here for Scotland. They want to blank this end and retain the last stone going into the 10th. And really, you play the whole game for the skip to have one shot to make the game, to win the game. So again, Czech Republic will throw the centre guard. Czech Republic doing all the right things at the moment. So another good centre guard from the Czech side. And it's Lauren Gray in the hack.
And solid performance there by Lauren Gray.
Samý. Ej, na to samé místo, to místo bylo úplně ono. No, a to místo bylo úplně fajn.
And in the bronze medal game, Sweden score 1 in the 8th end. Score now is Russia 6, Sweden 4. We did see them in quite a big comeback in the 3-4 page game. Sweden there beat Russia by stealing in the 10th end.
Well, certainly the tactics that Anna Sidorova employs when ahead in the game will always give the other team a chance to get back into it. So Sweden won't give up hope yet. Lauren Gray with the peel once again here. She's trying to smash this guard off. That's another good peel here by Lauren Gray. Just wonder if Czech Republic should think about trying to use these wing guards. Maybe throw a centre guard with this one and then come around with her last one.
Yes, it is possible for Czech Republic to actually get a red stone far out on the right hand side there, and that could be what will force Scotland to a 1 here in the 9th end.
Yeah, always was the risk when Hannah Fleming started to call a hit and roll to the corner with a couple of stones. Really should have just making sure that there's nothing in play here in the 9th. Czech Republic really wanting to generate some sort of score of 1 for either side here in the 9th end, so they can have the control with the hammer and 10. So Hannah Fleming will choose to peel once again. think the Scottish side has improved as the week goes on. They seem to be exerting a lot more control, doing a much better job of playing the scoreboard than they were at the start of the week. And Hannah Fleming knows what she's trying to do here in the 9th. Scotland trying to blank. And chips that yellow into the house.
I called that. To make that clear.
I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, Sarah.
No, I'm not sure. Czech Republic really have made themselves known this week for throwing some amazing freezes.
Yeah, and they've got another opportunity here to throw one. Janatova taking a little bit of a risk here in the 9th end to try and get the force that the Czech Republic so dearly want. So an important shot here for the Czech Republic. They are risking losing 2 by calling this shot. They could play a takeout, but it will be the in-turn draw off the centre line for the Russian fourth.
You want this to curl.
Oh, and a super attempt here by Janatova.
As if the sweepers would have been on that a little bit earlier, that would have been absolutely locked on there. Now here maybe a chance for Scotland to just push the red one out and actually score a deuce.
Well, the other option is, Sarah, that you smash it and try and blank. Certainly a place for just trying to blank this end. Looks like a reasonably straightforward shot. I think a lot of the decision process here comes down to whether you'd prefer be one up or one down with the hammer as well. I think that really has to play a part here. So it looks like Hannah Fleming going to try and play a tricky shot here to score 2 in the 9th. Definitely think the shot to blank's probably a little bit easier here. Sarah?
Yes, maybe. There's always the risk of just hitting the red and maybe rolling off and just taking your one, but that could also happen with this shot. So Hannah Fleming really need to be accurate right now.
Just let it run back. No, I'm happy.
It will be Hannah Fleming with her final stone of the 9th end. A delicate touch required here. And it must be pretty close. Up, down in the brushes. It must be really close here. Oh, super shot by Hannah Fleming. The shot of the game so far. And it will be a 2 for Scotland in the 9th end. Scotland 5, Czech Republic 3. I think that one justifies the word pistol, Sarah.
Definitely, I would feel free to use that if I were you right now, Logan.
Okay, so Czech Republic with work to do. Scotland leading by 2 shots going into the final end.
And once again, Czech boys really putting on a show here in Säterhallen.
Yeah, that was Hammy McMillan Jr., the Scottish boys team alternate, being mischievous as usual.
And here in the final end, Scotland deciding they're not going to try and leave anything for Czech Republic to work with, and Abigail Brown will throw her first stone straight through the house.
A little bit surprised about that, Sarah. Abby Brown has demonstrated phenomenal weight control all week long, and if they could have got a couple of stones on the centre line in the house in front of the tee line, then it does make things so much harder for the Czech team to score the deuce. But perhaps just trying to keep things as simple as possible. I think the nerves will start to be jangling for the Scots. Oh, this is a risky strategy for Scotland, throwing both of your lead stones away. Can't remember the last time I've seen this, Sarah.
No.
2 up. It's maybe more of a strategy for when you're 3 up. So we'll see if it works out for Scotland, though. Must feel confident in making a double peel.
Well, seeing Alice Spence yesterday, that might happen. Czech Republic here, textbook setup. One corner guard goes up, and here comes another one.
Stejná. Jenom stejná.
Should be pretty straightforward with this lack of yellow stones in the house for Czech Republic to set up the chance to score 2.
Pojď, sem dostaneš
I think Hannah Fleming could be putting herself under a little bit of pressure. Great setup by the Czech lead. So Alice Spence with the big weight peel here. And I wouldn't have liked to see them hit that one much thinner. There you see the Canadian girls. A little bit of disappointment for them, losing out in the tiebreakers to Russia. So the corner guard will go up once again.
Na stejnou. Bude dobrý. Pojď.
Maybe even Czech Republic can try and score 3 with this lack of stones in the centre line. They're doing the right thing in keeping Scotland out of the house at the moment. I'm a little bit surprised to see Scotland throwing this on the in turn. Give you a chance to spill both if you play on the other handle. Okay. So a good shot there by Alice Spence, makes her 2 peels. Still a little bit early to go into the house for me. Maybe one more guard and then start making the come arounds. I think at some point Scotland are going to have to make a soft weight takeout around the guard if the Czech Republic can play some good draws. Russia scored 1 in the 9th end in the bronze game and lead Sweden by 7 shots to 4.
Sem, pojď sem. Pojď. To dělám makrovat.
And unfortunately for Sweden fans, Sweden have the last stone in the 10th end, and Swedish lead Sofia Mobergs has thrown her corner guard into the rings, so very much looking like it will be a Russian bronze medal. Lauren Gray going after the double peel here. And a great attempt by the Scottish third. Takes care of business and makes the single peel. So Czech Republic could throw another corner guard at this stage.
And they will do just that, Logan.
Yeah, they do only need to score 2 to get an extra. Throw one more corner and then start going round, and then if you're really lucky you can get the score of 3, but that's probably the best way to guarantee a score of 2. Timeout called, so a little bit of indecision, and Susanna does the right thing, calls the timeout. And coach Karl Kubeska will make his way down.
Ale pak to nevíde a možná ještě jeden stavila. A pak
já jsem ještě prodal, ale tak nevím. Ahoj Karle.
Slyšel, tak souhlasím, naprosto správně.
Ještě garda, a můj až další.
Jdou 3 kameny,
a pak
další, jo, ta dvojka by tam měla být,
jo.
Měla by tam být, oni podle mě, když budeme dobře, tak oni budou dát k němu, že se budou bát.
Jo.
No, uvidíme, pořád nebude, ty scénáře nevychází pro 100%, ale tohle je dobrý plán. Guard.
Here's Karl's daughter, Anna Kubiskova, on the right-hand side. Team leader for the team, and also she was in skip last year in the World Juniors. And that was also Petra Visova. So, Karel agreeing with my assessment of the situation, and also Susanna Haikova's, that they should throw another guard. Don't think Karel will have been involved in that important timeout in his life so far, so hopefully he gave some wise words to his girls team.
He does seem like a wise man.
He looks very wise.
Yes. And here is Susanna Haikova. Skip and third in this Czech team.
Jo, můžeš. Jenom na stejnou úroveň. Svědec. Kopni do něj.
Okay, so it does leave an angle and a chance here for Scotland to try the double peel once again. And Russia looking very good for running Sweden out of stones in the bronze game. Absolutely nothing in play in the bronze game. And a mistake by Lauren Gray doesn't make the peel. And now Czech Republic have an outstanding opportunity here in the 10th. Will Scotland regret choosing not to use their lead stones?
Let.
Let.
Také jsem měla já na guard, jo, takže ještě o trochu víc, no. Nebo o trochu víc, malinko víc. Ještě. Viděla jsem to dovnitř?
A tady to, ne, to bylo dobrý, ale
tady nám to netočilo nějak
ne?
extrémně, co? To je ta strana, že jo?
Právě.
Nech stejně jak na ten guard určitě, že jo?
No tak takhle.
So I'm not quite sure what they said, but we will see Haikova now with a draw in behind the red corner guard.
Yeah, I don't think it really matters too much which guard they go behind at this point. Scotland could well be in some trouble here. Hannah Fleming's going to have to play 2 really good shots if Scotland want to prevent Czech from scoring more than 1.
Čekej, rychlej. Až za čárou, nedřív.
Tak jo, zatahuj. Zatahuj.
Zatahuj.
So needing this one to come off the centre line. It's a nice attempt by Haikova, but it will be fully seen. So I would suggest that Scotland probably want to stick around with this takeout in the forefoot. In the event that Czech Republic do make it come around, then they can split the forefoot and at least lie to.
If we're going back to you, I think keep the top team there.
And roll out in the open. Or do we roll right away?
No, so that's what it comes down to them hitting. If they get a hit over and roll out, a draw is a draw we can get anywhere in the house. You know what I mean? I think it's harder if we stay at the top.
You see all of it?
I'm just saying, I think it's better if we leave it top 4, because we don't want to roll back 2 to the freeze or the jam, and if they hit and roll out on move, then we just go straight hit.
And I can report that Russia have won the bronze medal, and Sweden, for the second year in a row in the women's competition, will finish in 4th position. Heartbreak for the home nation. So final score there, Russia 7, Sweden 4.
Control, just control.
Yeah, just control. And if you do roll then, to there then.
Yeah. Where should we roll to? Just the centre.
Or right out. Not centre. See if you roll to centre, then she's got the hit and roll.
Yeah.
So if you're going to roll, even if you roll it like back 12, right back. Yeah. I'm just scared that leaves a jam for us though. Yeah, but think of your options. Because if you hit and roll to centre, he's got the hit and roll. Yeah. With powers.
But then if we go
behind the bench, she's got the
yeah.
better defend so you. I was thinking that you want to hang about anyway. It's just, I think going over, like if you were right to centre, then she's got to judge it better.
Yeah.
The proper hit. Yeah.
So should we go to centre or right out? Right to the wing?
I would go right to the wing.
Okay. Control?
Okay.
Ah.
Yeah.
Logan, any thoughts?
I think Debbie Knox kind of saying that absolutely the right thing is that she needs to stick around with this stone. I don't completely agree in her assessment that they want to roll behind the guard. I think they want to leave this right on the centre line and force Czech Republic to choose between making a hit and roll or playing a draw. Draw, of course, being the easier shot to get behind the guard, but they do risk Scotland lying to or even putting a guard on the shot stone. So we'll see how this works out for Hannah Fleming.
Hard! 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 Hard!
Here's the guard. And a big mistake there from Hannah Fleming. Scotland could well lose 2 here after that mistake.
ještě vadí, jestli nám vadí 4, nám asi vadí.
One thing I would say is that
Když hodí roll, tak nám to asi vadí bude, ne?
Scotland did at least miss on the professional side there and moved the guard.
Len. Takhle?
Si jo.
Ale se nesmí, jo.
Zajezd.
Ivetko? Pojď sem ještě.
So Iveta Janatova has played some
Co třeba tohle?
fantastic draws so far.
No, není to na double.
She can make another one
když
here.
udělám ten
Czech Republic
stromeček.
could score 2 and take this one to an extra end.
Jenom já, jako kdyby to dopadlo, kdybychom si tady takhle spali. Ale asi ne, co? Ne, asi takhle.
Já nevím, no. Jako tady by to bylo dobrý, no. Když to bude.
Tady tak je to na double.
To je špatně, no.
Tak tady to taky může být na double, že jo? Když jí to nastavíme trochu blbě.
Co?
Tady víme, co se děje, že? Tady, když se ťukneme bogár, taky dobrý.
Tak můžeme, no, tak 4?
Já nevím, to není blbost.
Co?
Já nevím, to není blbost. Já se neměla vrátit timeout. Jako víme let, tady to nevím, ten let. 5 minut času.
Co můžu ještě povědět?
Tady vím let, první věc. Tady vím let, když se ťuknu tady, máme guard a ona má těžký kámen. Když skončím
See,
tady,
both teams have plenty of time. The Czech Republic,
těžký
the red
kámen tady
number,
roll za ten náš,
5 minutes remaining, and Scotland with
tohle je
bags
asi
of
větší
time.
jistota, no. Ale tohle znamená jako třeba možnost něčeho.
Jako, to je to tak stejně těžký, no, je to úplně stejný, no. A tady,
Jako,
víme
tady máš
aspoň
asi
let.
tady máš asi větší prostor, asi, teoreticky. Protože jak když skončím
I'm
tady,
gonna step
a ona
in
nebude
here,
rollovat,
Sarah,
tak s
and
tím ještě můžeme asi něco udělat.
put my reputation on the line
Když skončím tady,
Go
and
for
say
it.
that they should be playing an intern draw here every day of the week
sem.
around the guard. I don't even know what they're considering.
They just heard you.
Damn it.
Jeden tam.
So, after much discussion, Czech Republic make pretty much the only reasonable call. Just trying to come around that yellow guard.
Tohle je snad
And they
dobře,
will want to
no.
be kind of fully in the 8-foot circle. They do need to get a good piece hidden as well. They don't want to leave Hannah Fleming with the chance for a double.
Jste dost.
So
Je,
Iveta Janatova,
je, je,
really important draw here in the 10th end.
Na sedm.
Looks like a good line here.
Na sedm. A nezapálit. Na sedm.
Great draw again by Janatova. Does the important thing in staying above the red stone in the 4-foot. And Scotland will try and make a hit and stick. If they're really good, they could try and roll over behind that red stone. But important just to make sure.
And roll time behind it.
Absolutely the right call from Hannah Fleming.
Yes, important to set short stone with this one to make Czech Republic play something a little bit more tricky than a draw to the 4-foot.
Yep, deep breaths required here from Hannah Fleming. Looked like a good clean throw.
Whoa! 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 Right-o!
Makes the hit and stick. I think that was important for Scotland. I think we'd much rather see Janatova play a hit and stick than a draw. So Czech Republic will have a shot to go to an extra end here. Trailing by 2 and with an open hit to score 2 here in the 10th. Nicely worked 10th end by the Czech Republic. And gets the mistake from Hannah Fleming. So Iveta Yanatova, final stone of regulation time in the gold medal game, and it's a takeout for 2 to tie the game up.
Go! Ah! Go!
And how is it?
Fine. SK.
Good shot by the Czech skip, nowhere but the nose. So cool under pressure. And some suspect tactics from the Scottish team there with the lead stones. Really gift Czech Republic a 2. And 10 ends played here. It's Scotland 5, Czech Republic 5.
So we did say from the beginning that this really could be an exciting game. And here we are. 10 ends played, and score is Czech Republic 5, Scotland 5. An extra end is required. Scotland will have the last stone, and here we see Klara Svatanova. Czech Republic needing a couple of good centre guards if they want to steal this end. And this looks like a big mistake from the Czech lead.
Scotland must think all of their Christmases just came at once. A great chance here for Scotland. They're only going to have to face one guard. Perhaps would like just to hit and roll to the wing here. And a great shot here by Abby Brown. That could be a useful stone later on.
Jenom 2, jo.
And again, Svatanova really needs to be in front of the house with this one.
Místa dost, zatahovat. Zatahuj, zatahuj, já nechci na kontrgard. Zatahuj. Zatahuj, zatahuj, zatahuj.
Kind of have to go this way. This hand.
So a much better play there by the Czech lead, and Hannah Fleming calling it tech shot.
Now, Abby Brown is a fantastic exponent of this shot. I think I was hearing earlier in the week, she's made 5.5 out of 7. Really impressive. I think this one's going to over curl though. Perhaps just a little short of weight.
Jedna, jenom jedna. Můžeš.
So a really good stone here from Malkova, right in front of the other guard, and good separation. So prevents the double peel possibility on this occasion. So Alice Spence with very convincing peel there.
Ještě jednou, jestli máš rychlost, tak asi ještě jednou. Zase na jedna, ten samej.
It's always nice to have a counter around the edge of the house somewhere when you're needing to score to win a game.
Oh,
Just maybe puts a little less demand on your last stone if there's anything being seen and you want to play a takeout. You don't have to stick around. And just make the shot a little bit easier. It's another good guard here from Malkova. She's certainly done her part in this end.
Yes, two absolutely perfect guards there from the Czech second player.
Yeah, so just a single peel again here for Alice Spence. And a good peel once again by Alice Spence. Doesn't roll out of play, but gets the job done. Certainly far enough.
I would probably call that out of play.
Okay, so this end really turning into about when Czech Republic choose to go into the house. Don't think this is the right time to do it. Then they can run a few more stones down by throwing up the long guard. So the important thing for the Czech Republic is to keep their red stones in line and apart. Whether they throw a long guard or whether they go into the house here, they just need to make sure there's good separation.
Yes, if you were to leave Scotland a double peel, that might be Czech Republic out of the game.
Okay, so a chance for the double peel here. So, Lauren Gray with the big weight. They're not going to make the double peel important to make sure they don't hit the one in the house. So, just the one peeled by Lauren. Looks pretty relaxed.
Tak teď jo. 7 jde? 7 jde?
There will be another guard here for Haikova.
Jenom rychlost! Jenom vaše! Jenom vaše! A čekej! Čekej, ten bude točit, ale musí čekat. Připrav se, jo? Připrav se. Tak jo! Jo! Jo!
Actually choosing to go into the house here. Oh, it's a great attempt by Susanna Haikova. So not in the forefoot though.
And Scotland doing the right thing here, going after the guard rather than the one in the house.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
So Lauren does a good job this time of getting the guards off. Good peel by the Scottish third player.
Guard. 3. Chcem 3.
Uvidíme podle směru. 2 plus. Ale hlavně směr.
So Janatova really has put on a great performance here in the final.
Yeah, the Czech forwards really impressed me in this game. So cool under pressure. Looks like again she's going to throw a good guard. Excellent shot by Janatova.
Even if I'm wide, I could, well, no.
So will be Hannah Fleming to play. Just 3 stones to come here in this gold medal game, extra end, going right down to the wire. And Hannah Fleming calling absolutely the right shot here and peeling the guard.
Yep. Clean. Yep. Clean.
Okay, so not going to miss too many peels with that amount of rotation anyway. Gets the guard off. And looks like Czech Republic will throw the same again and leave the forefoot for Hannah Fleming and Scotland.
Are you nervous, Logan?
A little bit. Could choose to come into the house here, but Czech Republic content to throw the guard.
So for the final time in the gold medal game, Iveta Janatova to protect her stone in the house.
Looks like it has a little more running than the last one. And actually finds a nice spot there.
As it does sit for a second shot, so if Scotland wants to go for a takeout here, they are going to have to stick around.
Well, one of the nice things for them here, if they do go for the takeout, is that they can catch on the wide yellow and lie shot. So Hannah Fleming choosing the takeout over the draw.
No, but normal ice for it. We don't want to roll out.
And the chance here for Scotland to bring home the gold.
Yeah, I bet the butterflies will be going a little bit here for Hannah Fleming. Let's hope she can just take a deep breath.
This is horrible.
So maybe a little bit more than just a little bit of butterflies. Hannah Fleming, if she hits the nose or 3/4 stone, it will be good enough for Scotland to take the gold. So Hannah Fleming for the gold medal.
Whoa! Clean! Clean! Clean!
Seems to be pretty happy with it.
Whoa! Whoa!
Great shot by Hannah Fleming. And Scotland will take the gold medal here in the Setahallen. Fantastic gold medal game between the Czech Republic
and some tears here from a very proud brother. Congratulations, Logan, and congratulations, Scotland. What a fantastic game and what a fantastic performance from these young girls. If you tune in again at 1 o'clock, we'll show the men's gold medal game, Sweden against Canada. From Sarah Carlson and a speechless Logan Gray, thank you for watching and see you this afternoon.